See, I can tolerate my daughter not putting her toys away, not being organized, not taking constructive criticism, not taking guidance the way she should be guided. I understand that. She's a 3-year-old little girl, she's still growing. But this I would really tolerate. But what I don't understand is why so many men who meet these women online from whatever countries that they're from, talk to these women, think that these women are the best thing for them. Then they go to the country, meet the woman for 2 weeks. It's not enough time for you to get to know somebody. And then you decide you don't want to be in that country, so you decide to bring that woman here to your home country. Then you find out that you can't teach her. You cannot guide her. She don't take constructive criticism really well. She acts like a little child when you try to explain things to her, to let her know the type of woman that you want her to be, the type of wife that you want her to be to you. So when it don't really work out, who is to be blamed? Who is to be really blamed? You or her? Hey, how you guys doing? Smoothly here. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I know I'm having a good day. It is another blessed day. We're getting up into the 100-degree weather here in Las Vegas. But it is what it is. We expected it, All you got to do, make sure that your AC in your car is working. If you live here, make sure that you stay under the air conditioning in your home or work, wherever you are, to stay cool. Drink a lot of water too. Stay hydrated. Stay away from the soda. Stay away from the liquor. Anyway, I'm going to jump right into the story here. You're at home in your home country. You're getting older, maybe my age or a little older. You're finding it very hard for you to attract the lady that you really want to be with, the lady that you want to spend the rest of your life with in your own home country. It is not working. So you decide to go online to see if you can meet a woman from an exotic country overseas. Don't matter what country it is. But you find a couple of ladies, you wind them down to one individual. You start talking to that individual online. You do some FaceTime, do some text messaging here and there. But there are little signs along the way that you tend to ignore when you're having conversation with that woman to know that maybe this is not the right woman for you. But you figure, let me give it a chance. You kind of chalk it up to maybe immaturity. Maybe once you get with her, that you can actually guide her to be the wife or the woman that you want to be with for the rest of your life. You decide to go on over to that country. You spend 2 weeks over there with that lady. You had a good time because, those 2 weeks was the honeymoon phase, man. You were having a good time, going out to resort, doing what you got to do, and making as much love as you can. So a lot of the signs that you should be paying attention to, you're ignoring because you're having fun. But you come on back to your country, you decide, something, I'm going to go ahead and set up the paperwork. Let me go ahead and try to get that lady over here. You get that K-1 visa. You get that lady to come on over to your home country. As the months go by, you realize that this is not really the woman for me. See, now the honeymoon phase is gone. She's living right there in your household. You realize you might be going out to work still. You're coming home. You look around the home. Nothing is done in the home. All she's doing is just laying up in the bed or just sitting up in the sofa, watching TV, eating everything. Dishes are in the sink. She's not even putting them in the dishwasher. She's really not cleaning. She's not doing anything. Now you start getting frustrated. Really, really frustrated. You start wondering, what the hell mistake did I make? Why didn't I pay attention to these things when I was talking to her online? Why didn't I pay attention when I went to see her for those couple of weeks in her country? Well, I can tell you why. You ignore these things because you want to. It's not that you didn't see them. You ignore them because you've never seen a woman like this before. You've never had a woman throw herself at you like that before. So you ignore all these negative signs. Move on with the story here. You decide to start having a conversation with this woman. You start letting her know the type of woman that you want in your life. You try to educate her. You try to guide her to let her know, here's what I need for you to do. I'm supplying everything else for you. I'm giving you the money. I'm buying you the clothes that you need to have. I have a nice roof over your head. I'm buying the food. I'm paying all the bills. But here's your duty as a woman. Now, you try to tell her she needs to clean up the house. You try to tell her she needs to go in the kitchen and learn how to cook, but then you find out she don't know how to cook. She can't cook. And she's a horrible cleaner. Now, what do you do? What do you do? Now, it's like now you're dealing with a little daughter in your household. You don't like your house dirty. You don't like your house messy. And you like to cook your food because you don't want to eat junk food. Now, remember now, you're an older guy now. You want to stay a little bit more healthier for as long as you can. So you cook your own food at home. So you become the dad. And she's the daughter. And you're realizing that you made a serious mistake. What do you do? Well, let me tell you guys what my friend did, man. And I got to give him kudos, you know? Took him a long time to really get to where he can get rid of this lady and get her back home to her home country. Because, you know, once you bring somebody here on a K-190-day visa, you're responsible for them. You're going to be responsible for them for a long time. You know, luckily this girl was so immature. Fortunately for him, she didn't have friends here who can whisper in her ear and tell her these things, what she got to do. He explained to her, you know, babe, listen, I want to do the right thing by you. I want to be with you. But I think for now, this is the wrong time for us to even try to get married. Why don't I try to set you up back home, send you back home, make sure that I'm taking care of you, give you a few more years for you to mature and grow. But we'll still stay in touch. We'll still talk to each other. I'll still come on over there to visit you. But just know, now is not the time for us to marry. Find some kind of excuse and saying, no, his job is going to have him travel all over the country to do certain things. Of course, she's not a wise girl. This guy's job is permanent here in Las Vegas. You know, his job's not really going to send him anywhere else to do anything else. But she believed that. But he coaxed her and finally got her to agree. And of course, there was an enticement. The nice monthly budget that he was going to give to her. And she figured that was going to be a better life. And he was going to set her up to live in a nice apartment, you know, in her province. She don't have to go back home and live with her parents living the way that she was living. So that was a good thing. And he will supply her with all the necessary things to put inside that home. Well, she agreed. And she left. But he kept his word. He kept his word. He made sure that she found the apartment, set her up with the little things that she needs to set her up. But really just gave her enough for 6 months for her to be responsible for 6 months. Hopefully she'll go out there, find a job, and do the things that she needs to do. But all along, he knew that he didn't want to continue on with that girl because he says he's not going to waste his time at 50-something years old to raise another daughter. And that's what he felt like he was doing. He was raising another daughter. So the moral of the story is to tell you, a lot of you guys, man, a lot of you guys who are lonely here, you go overseas to those exotic countries, you meet these young, beautiful ladies. All they got to do, man, is brush their hair against you with a nice, sweet smell, rub their nice little small breasts all over you, and common sense just goes out the window. And that's what happened to my boy. But he got rid of the girl. She's back home. Now he's out here again looking for another woman, but a mature woman, not a young 22, 23-year-old girl. He's looking for a mature woman to be with. A woman that he doesn't have to teach how to be a good wife. A woman that he doesn't have to teach how to cook and clean and be the woman that he wants in his life. So I'm just saying that, man. When this relationship don't work out, who do you think is to be blamed? You or the girl? Just think about that for a minute, man. You got to be smart when you're choosing, fellas. You all know what it is with me, man. It's always peace and love, man. Peace and love. Peace on out.